Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be looking at the brand new, to you guys, my reaction probably be a week delayed, the brand new EAFC Manager Career Mode Review, and I can't wait for this. I mean, I'll probably be hugely disappointed by the end, but I mean, I can't wait to look at what they're going to bring to the Manager Career Mode. It's something that I love to play personally, and I just can't wait to see what they add to it. So let's get started with it then.
Here's what's new for Korea in FC27. A completely overhauled transfer experience with new levers for negotiation, authentic valuations.
Ooh, this looks pretty decent. End negotiation. Enhanced by transfer room. Budget remaining. Fees paid now. Potential add-ons. Weekly wage. Yes, that looks pretty decent. Wage, contract length, sign-on fee, agent fee, squad status, performance. Don't know what. I'd probably performance add-on and other clauses. I mean, this looks better. I mean, I've got to say, this is a positive so far. This looks better. I mean, I don't like the fact that they've not got rid of the they got rid of the old cutscenes where you go into a restaurant. They could have done so much with that, but. This is going back to the old model of 2014, 2013. Them games where I just didn't have anything. You just went on call and like, hey up mate, do you want to join the club? Yeah, okay, thank you. I mean, it's a pretty decent model because that's what happens in real life. You call up players, you call up clubs, you negotiate. I mean, like. I'm just complaining for no reason because I like that cutscene, but this is a positive for so far.
Bidding wars and more. Dynamic OVR system where players' ratings will actively change match to match. New development trajectories that vary when players develop and peak during their career. Creator challenges where you can build your own.
Oh, it's a new cutscene. Oh, this would look very nice if it's a new cutscene for Champion. Why is the Champions League Cup levitating? Please let me a new cutscene because that's a massive flaw. Why is it levitating? Oh no, mind, it's on pedestals. I didn't see the pedestals. Oh, thank goodness. I was thinking, why is it levitated? I mean, this would be pretty cool cinematic. I imagine when the Champions League, my United, the game finishes and cut them straight to them, and gave them the trophy like they do in real life. That'd be pretty sick.
Own scenarios, share with friends, and take on challenges.
Creator challenges. No, it's not like real life. Not the other champions. But anyway, but creator challenges. That's one of the biggest critiques about the game. Like, it's a good add-on, it's a good feature, but is it needed? No, it's something to focus on. Yeah.
From the community. Plus, the next evolution of authentic gameplay, new unexpected events, and more.
Oh, wait, what? What was that unexpected event? Standout training and performance. Isn't that a good thing? It looks excellent. I'm pushing to be into the starting lineup for the next couple of days. Okay, that's a positive one instead of like someone feels sick or a clash. This is the biggest one I've had so many times. I've had the one where they clash into each other in injury. The most recent one was on a career mode with Chesterfield FC, and literally I put my goalkeeper. I have one goalkeeper from the youth setup. I've just got him in for the first season, and I've got a defender, a really good defender in the Premier League. And 3 games in, they clash into each other. My goalkeeper's injured. My goalkeeper's gone. One of my main defenders is gone. I was like, no. And I didn't have any backups to the goalkeeper because I didn't think that would happen because it's very rare goalkeepers get injured. So I had no goalkeepers. I had to quickly go into the free agents and look for a really cheap option for a Premier League goalkeeper. And it's just like, there's not available. I bought one in my extra time, so next time this happens, I had a decent one. I mean, I thought I'd get it immediately, but it was just like, oh yeah, it's transfer window's ended. So.
Gameplay, new unexpected events,
okay,
and more. Let's start with a community favourite, transfers.
Ooh, transfers!
We've reworked every facet of the
Why do they use the Wolves kit? I mean, that's a nice kit. It's orange. I love orange. But I mean, why do they use the Wolves kit? Why not any other club?
transfer system in FC27 based on what we've heard from you. Negotiations now take place here and include tons of new ways to get a deal done.
start dates, transfer fee, installments, exchange player, achievement bonus, and other clauses. That's what it was. I'm happy to see we would be happy to see you. We would be willing to buy Nanda for a deal worth 65,060,000. Value 63 million. Oh, so this is them putting an offer in, or is it you putting an offer in?
Experiment with buyback clauses, relegation salary drops, or competition bonuses. Everything you'd see.
I mean, at least you get a better look. Is this the overall Gamona next game? 75 rated. Let's go. I can't wait. I want to know what the EAFC ratings are now. It's like I got my scouting advanced.
In a real contract.
Wage, contract fee, sign-on fee, squad status, bonus performance, and other clauses.
Negotiation. You'll also notice more realistic wage demands from players, depending where they're at in their career. Players in their prime will often want that big contract, whereas players on either side of their peak might be willing to negotiate. Player valuations are also the most authentic they have ever been, thanks to a new partnership with Transfer Room.
Okay, that's a good thing as well. The amount of time I've gone to transfer business and I've gone, did valuations 11 million. I put 11 million bid in or 12 million bid in. And they're just like, no, we want 19 million. It's like, what the hell? That's like 8 million more. Sometimes it's 21 million. So that's an extra 10 million when you wanted. What's the transfer valuation? This is not realistic whatsoever. Where's that helping me?
A platform hundreds of clubs worldwide use to research and negotiate transfers. We've also completely reworked how other clubs approach transfers to create an even more dynamic transfer.
Oh my god, once again, it's another AI overlook and looking at, let's have a look at the manager market. Let's improve the player market. That's something that does need improving. I play for Man United, go to Man City. What the hell is that? Come on, Bruno Fernandes going to Man United, to Man City.
Rivalries and club partnerships now
Speaking of it,
factor into where players go. For example,
what was it? What was that? Inquire to buy, inquire to loan, add to shortlist, declare interest. Oh, so you can't just go straight. I can't just buy 15 billion players in one day. Oh, that's annoying. I can't do my usual business.
Let's go. For example, you'll rarely see players move between Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid, and you'll see more deals between clubs with healthy transfer histories. You'll also see more bidding wars in FC27.
I can't buy Rio Gamboa for My United. I mean, yes, it's Liverpool player, but he's a great talent. I always like the Simon. He's a really good player to use. But now you're telling me I can't use him at all because there's rivalry. Or if I do go for him, it'd probably be like 90 million instead.
7, giving you more realistic competition from other clubs as you vie for a player's signature. And we've improved how AI teams short.
Oh, it's that new walkout. Not new walkout, a new an animation for signing announcements. Oh, one thing I would love, why is Atletico versus Atletico? But I mean, one thing I would love is imagine if they made it where the new system is it's not like it is now in animation. Like they announce when the transfer gets announced, it gets announced before a match, like it does in real life most of the time. Like for example, Arsenal the other day, Bruno Guimaraes got announced before their pre-season friendly at their stadium. Or most times when you have a team sign a player back when the season started, the player would usually come out the next game. I walk out with the shirt and go like, "Oh, look at me! I'm signed for the club." And that would be pretty fun. It'd be realistic as well.
Shortlist players to help them identify and chase talent that's right for that club, and target more players overall to increase transfer activity happening across the world. Let's talk dynamic OVR. Simply put, dynamic OVR changes everything. Every matchday poses new selection headaches, but also opportunities. Every season has new standout players, and every choice you make has a real impact on the pitch. In FC27, players will have a base overall rating, plus a dynamic range that represents how much that rating can rise or fall.
Oh, it's basically, it's just, they've massively changed the way the overall rating system works. That potential and stuff like that. I mean, it's good. Oh, wait. Good second. Oh, excuse me. Right, anyway, where was I? I mean, it's like the kickoff mode. We're going to kickoff mode, and you go for a transfer. These real ratings. Imagine the real rating. The call's gone down so much. If that's real. But anyway, if this was how it worked, it'd be so good because I love the fact that in kickoff mode, when games has gone past like 3 months in or 2 months in or a week in, they change the rating to how they performed, and it makes it overall like that much more realistic. And if they'd done that for EAFC, that'd be so good because it'd be actually based on something. Like you could have late bloomers. I can have Cristiano Ronaldo, 86 rated, 39, 40 years old, and instead of him decreasing every season like the game does when he reaches a certain age, you could advance his career mode and make him better again. I mean, that'd be so much. That's a feature I think would be really good.
From match to match, younger players with potential have a bigger dynamic OVR range, making it possible for your informed youngsters to break into the first team before they reach their full potential.
That's also really good because then you got like, for example, for my like Shea Lacey, I'm hoping JJ Gabriel or Max Diamond, Ruben Gamoa. That's not my night, that's different clubs. But you know what I mean? Like, you got them players, and most of the time when you're playing career mode, you go from playing put them into the game, develop them a bit more. But they won't develop much, they will only develop by 1 or 2. It also depends on what staff you have, but they barely develop. But in real life, like for example, like Alejandro Garnacho and Anthony Lenga, my United, they've gone from being these youth players, been given a couple of chances, and then all of a sudden they're played every week because they're that good. The overall system's based on that. That'd be really good because, as I said, you can have more youngsters breaking into first team quicker and showing their potential.
As that OVR fluctuates, so will their individual attributes to reflect the form they're in. Form, morale, fitness and playing time all affect a player's dynamic OVR. Top performers could rise to new levels, unused players could play below their ability, or you might find a surprise squad player who's really up for a big match. So, keep a close eye on whose ratings are...
But that's what I'm talking about, having a youth player is really big up for a rivalry game or a final, and they improve a lot more. I mean, that's something that is really positive.
Peaking as you make your team selection each week. New development trajectories.
Sorry, I just forget this video. What a goal! Top bins crossbar. What a goal!
Bring this same variability to player development. In FC27, players grow and peak at different ages.
Also, I'd just like to say, this system also makes it where it's really hard to have like these apps like FIFA where you can like look at player potentials, because obviously they're gonna have base potentials, but it just ends up the way it works is that how they work in your career mode specifically. Like they might react differently or play differently or be different in different career modes you do. So there isn't no accurate way of depicting someone's player's potential now.
Like they do in the real world. You'll still see wonder kids like Mbappe and Bellingham shoot to stardom earlier on. You'll also see late bloomers emerge.
For example, you could have a 36-year-old Timothy Compla from an Irish team in Bohemians. I can bring them to like a club, and then they could like all go from like being one of the worst rated players with like zero potential to making them one of the best players just because of their form and they're performing well. That's the biggest difference, and it's a positive, but it's also a bit of a negative. But I would say it's a lot more of a positive.
At various stages in their career, just like Semenyo last season. This makes scouting for potential so much more dynamic, and it challenges you to make tough decisions with players you're developing. Are they falling short of their potential?
Ooh, I like that. This whole thing of their potential or overrated, like what they can reach and what they are at. That's really good.
Or is their peak coming later? In addition to developing.
Let's go on 5 more slots. I reckon at some point there isn't going to be any choice in picking slots. It's just going to be every single club. You can select every single club, because I mean 10 slots, that's quite a lot. But the next time there's going to be 15 slots. And the next one's going to be 20 slots. I mean, it's better to have more than 5 because it's always like the exact same ones. La Liga, it's always La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, Premier League, and another one. No big league. For some reason it's not going to my head. Liga. That's what it. Liga. Most time I want to look at I want to look at Liga 2 because some big team might get relegated, or it might be a championship team or League 1 team, and I might need to look at a team that's in a different division and a top division. So I can bring in loans and I can bring in players. And what if I just want to look at the stats in general? I mean, if I play in League 2 and I get myself to Premier League at some point, that slot for the Premier League is just a waste. I could use it for something else.
Development trajectories with extended dynamic potential to all leagues you've selected in Deeper Sim. Scout the stats to identify rising potential players before they get...
That's cool as well, looking at their stats. Like looking at how many goals and how many assists, and that factors into the signing process. That's a really big bonus. One thing I've always been an advocate for is having a system where you can just like if for example you have a striker for 2 years, it's a really top striker, scores 60 goals in each season, gets like 30 assists altogether or more, and you sell them. Like you could use next 2 years to compare a new striker, see if they can overdo that player, or you can do like for example in real life you got players beating like historic records. I mean, that'd be so cool to have him in the game. I'm specifically looking at going, this new striker you brought in has just after 5 years has scored the most goals in his amount of appearances for this club, or for England is a new England top scorer, like stuff like that. I mean, I'd love stuff like that in the game. I don't think they'll add it, but it'd be so cool.
Noticed by other clubs, and keep tabs on your shortlist to see who's turning a rich vein of form into world-class potential. On to creator challenges. In FC27, you can create your very own
basic info, teams and competitions, objectives and settings, background and challenge preview. So basically they're making it where they can make it where the fans and the players do all the work for them. I mean, some people might find the kick and some fun out of doing this, but I mean, it's just a way to make it where they don't have to do any more work at the end of the day. And to be honest, this is something I'm going to use. The only reason that I would use the play the live events is if they've got a kit out that they can try and earn and get into the career. I've got a few of the kits and I'm never able to use it for some reason. Is that a glitch, or is it just an actual thing where you can't use it in career mode? I mean, that's the only reason I play it for the kits.
Manager Live challenges right from your phone or computer. The all-new challenge creation tool gives you creative freedom to design any type of challenge you like. And when you're done, you can publish, play it yourself and share it with your friends instantly. You'll see your challenges in the Manager Live hub alongside selection challenges from your favourite creators. You'll also see popular or trending challenges from the community. With enough plays and upvotes, anyone's challenge can be selected to be featured here. Whether you're looking to recreate a famous treble, play out an alternate history, or take career to new levels.
I mean, once again, it's something that I don't think they need to look at. But I mean, hopefully that's it for that, because they've developed it as far as they can now. Hopefully that's the end of it. I don't want any more funny business with this whole create content, because it's at the end of the day it's not for all the players. Some people love it, but quite a major part of the game fan base would never use it in an entire lifetime. They're just ready to play career mode and and they might not use it a couple of times, but then they forget about it because they're too busy doing their own thing.
Levels of difficulty, you can build it, play it, and share it in FC27. Over to authentic gameplay.
But yeah, hopefully that's it for that. Hopefully that no more next game they're not going to develop anymore, because it doesn't need any more developing.
In FC27, career is more realistic on the pitch too. Your teammates will catch their breath off the ball late in matches. Players will slip more often when changing directions quickly, especially in wet conditions. And it's not just animations. Fatigue will
Okay, now that's good. Now that's good. Having fatigue play a part on the weather. Because in real life that happens all the time, like players slipping all over the place, slip and slide, whoop, 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 because of the wet weather. Or you players slowing down because of the hot weather. I mean, if I played in the sun for an hour and a half, I'd be as red as a tomato soup. I mean, I'll be burnt so crisp, and now my fatigue would be massive because I'd be sweating a lot, and I'd just be red, I'd be boiling.
have a larger impact on their attributes as they tire, and even make them more susceptible to injuries.
No more ways to get injured, please. I mean, it's realistic. That's something I like about it. It's realistic, but why? I don't need any more injuries.
We've also improved how your teammates behave in and out of possession. Players accelerate with more
AI change. Oh my god, another one.
urgency with and without the ball, and everyone acts more composed and natural off the ball.
You say that every year. They're going like, oh, we made it where it's more realistic, where it's more the AI. It does this, it does that. It's more realistic. It looks better. I mean, at the end of the day, most of the time, it's not even like that.
We've dialed up the impact the team and players' personalities have on how they play. For example, you'll feel the difference against more aggressive opponents. They'll be more combative and foul you more often. We've added new sliders so you can customize
sliders. What add more sliders? They don't even make more sliders. Most people don't even use sliders. And quite a lot of people that do actually use them. I mean, it's not something you have to focus on though. It's not the actual game. I'm not here to go like, oh, I'm coming to play EAFC. I need to focus on how to polarize, make it where every single one of these sliders is customly made, and make it where it's like 0 or 100 or 66. Make it where it's like so diverse, where it has to be specifically made to make it not realistic and make it what I win every game. No. I don't want that. People don't want that. So just don't focus on it as much. Especially this. I mean, AI, you got to focus on anyway. It's something they're always going to focus on when they're making a new game. But I mean, make it where it's less of focus and focus on something bigger.
Customize all these details for the authentic gameplay experience, including new CPU sliders to make the opposition behave with even more variety. Off the pitch, expect over 25
Sports day disaster. Abraham has been to training. Reported to training with a hamstring tear that may keep him out for 3 weeks. The injury when Abraham decided to take part in the parents' race at the children's sports day. Oh, I love that. That's great. That's a great. I love that. That's great.
new unexpected event.
Star asks for a break. boss days. Difficult day for me. I'm an issue at home I need to deal with. Lack of focus. Back for my football. Apologies for last time. Don't we already have this? Like I mean homesickness and something like that. There's like multiple already that are similar to this.
Including a community requested change to press conferences. Instead of weekly interviews, press conferences will only appear at marquee moments, and they'll have real consequences. Piling
recent performances have been expected level with Valverde, consistent arrest and reset. Jose Mourinho. Key players know what I expect. If they underperform, the squad is strong enough. For changes, I am the special one. Form is temporary, class is permanent, top players can play themselves back into the level. I mean, there's only 2 options. I mean, why not have the 4 options? Or 3 options you usually do, or 4. Is it 4? Yeah, you've got 4 options. I mean, it's at least it's not like every game after the game I've got to like specifically target to skip the post conference. It's actually gonna be more variety.
Pressure on a new signing could drop their dynamic OVR, or motivating your team after a big loss could give your players a boost. And in player career, rivalries add another dimension.
Why? I'm so sorry, but why? This is an F1 25 and 26. That's the biggest thing I focused on when I'm watching this. When I'm watching this, like, why is the rivalries? Why are they putting things that have already been trialed in other games? Why not make it more unique where they put it's something unique to this game and add it to other games? Because then it's just like, I don't get the point in this. Maybe for play career mode, but for manager career mode, it's not as important. Yes, it's there to hype the players up potentially more, but I mean, it's just not necessary, is it? At the moment.
Of storytelling and competition. The media will pit you against other players across the season, giving you new objectives to strive for and new ways to set yourself apart as an icon of the game. Career is all about immersion. That's what you care about most, so that's our big focus in FC27. A top-down...
What's that? The biggest thing in FC27 is the career mode. Or can I know that again? I think that's the first time I've ever heard EAFC say that. Hopefully they keep to it for the next game. No tension. I've already looked at this, haven't I?
Transfer overhaul makes the market feel more realistic. Dynamic OVR and new development trajectories make player growth feel more alive. Improved authentic gameplay makes every match feel more real, and new unexpected events make every day.
More on pitch notes. Yeah, there'll be more on pitch notes, but I've not looked at. But for what I've seen from this trailer, I mean, not this trailers, the deep dive. I mean, it looks good. It looks solid. It looks like something I'll enjoy. It'd be something new, something different from the last couple of years, which is exciting and good. But I mean, the things that I want to focus on would be different that everybody else will focus on. That's the difference thing. The difficult thing with communities is that everyone wants something different. And the way I've always seen the game, one of the biggest things that I would love to have in EAFC career mode to make it more realistic and more involvement into it is manager career modes. The youth team. I mean, they focused 1 year into it, and then they never touched it again. Like, I like the idea you can scout all these different countries, but they need to upgrade that for add more countries, because like the nationalities I've added, national teams I've added, Curacao, Cape Verde. You can't like make youth players from that, or San Marino. You can have San Marino actually. But why can you make something with San Marino, but why can't you make it for Cape Verde and Curacao? These nations that have just come up. Like, soon as always the players turn over 30 or retire, you can't really. I don't know if the game adds replacements for them, but what you can do with the national team after 8 years? I mean, there's nothing really you can do with it. I feel like they need to have a little bit focus on that a bit more. And the bigger thing that I would love to have in EAFC career mode is a youth system where it's asking for a lot, but you have a realistic youth system. For example, you have the academy, and instead of having AI generated or just regen characters have it where you have the real youth academy. It's a big ask, so many new players, and it'd be such a massive database add-on. But I mean, it'd be so cool. It'd be so massive for the game. Have a realistic youth academy where you can actually see the real life academy, like you can in FM Foot Manager games, where you have the real youth academies, so you can have actual youth players rise up from the ranks, so you can have actual youth players develop the career. And I might have it where you have a option, because you have the options for the national teams and your normal team, where you have an extra one that switches to academy, or you can hire someone to look after the academy for you. You can just overlook it, and you could actually have a youth league and just have little tournaments every now and then, because that's not how players develop. And have it where you can actually buy youth players from other teams, real life youth players from other teams and stuff like that. But I would love a system like that. It'd be so cool. And then another big thing I'd love to see in the game is, I know it's a big ask. It's not even a big. This one's not even as big of an ask, but this whole thing's a big ask of all these different things I'm asking. But one thing I've seen that I would love to add into the game that's very popular with the fans is having it where you could change the kit for an actual team. For example, having Man United, and just having retro kits in general as well. Like you can recreate a 2009 or a 1970s kit, or you could customly make your own home, away, and third kit, like you can in like your own, what is it, create club career mode. Have that, but with real clubs every year, so when it feels more diverse and feels more like, oh, this is a game where it's about football. Kits aren't always the same, and it feels really weird having the same kit for say 6 years for Man United, or playing as a lower league team like Harrogate Town or an Oldham or York City, and playing as them teams and having the same kit every year. You'd think they would make different kit, and the kit would be more unique. For Hull City, for example, their kit's so much different now in the Premier League. I'd love to do that for my own version, make my own versions or something like that. And make it iconic, or make really bad kits every year. Make it where it's different. Make the game feel more like it's made for the fans, and make it feel so much better than it is now. But anyway, it's been fun ranting at you all today. 30 minutes of ranting. Good watch for you if you made it this far. Thank you very much. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.